Hey everybody, welcome to the H channel. Today we're going to talk about how to become a high value man. Let's face facts, you're not perfect. Don't worry, neither am I. Every man I know has flaws. It's called human being. My question to you is this: do you know how to better yourself? Perfection is an impossible benchmark to reach. However, that doesn't mean you can't strive to achieve in everything you do. After all, it's better to go extra mile than to resign yourself to mediocrity. In today's video, we'll be looking at 5 ways you can go extra mile to become a high value man. First, become a high value man with purpose. The first step in becoming a high value man is knowing what you want from life. It doesn't matter whether you are a young guy starting his first job or CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. Every man should have a goal that he wants to achieve by this time next year. Having a purpose is about having personal standards and a desire to improve upon what you already have in your skill set constantly. A high-value man with purpose understands his successes, works to improve on his flaws, and at all times demonstrates good personal standards. Become this man and you will have a far greater understanding of the journey ahead of you. Number 2. Demonstrate resilience. A man needs to be strong for his family, his colleagues, and for himself. I'm not talking about physical strength. Sure, benching 225 is pretty damn impressive, but it's not necessarily going to help you when it comes to your success as a man. I'm talking about emotional and social strength. An individual's ability to keep his chin up in the face of adversity and work through the hard times rather than cover beneath them. Knowing how to better yourself in this way is a great starting point for most men. It's not about becoming Superman overnight. It's all about working towards a resilient frame of mind. Maybe you want to support your wife through hard times at work. Maybe you want to become the rock at your church so that people turn to you when the chips are down. Whatever your situation may be, the fact remains, a man should be able to show strength when the occasion calls for it. Hold your head high, rise to help those around you, and work through any problems with dignity and strength. Number 3. Communicate well as a high-value man. Let's see Antonio. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casual cannibalism isn't exactly the mark of a high-value man. Stick with me. This proves why appropriate communication is important. In this instance, what initially seems like a bizarre phrase can be easily clarified with a simple comma. Let's eat Antonio becomes an invitation to a nice meal. Let's eat Antonio. Now, I know this is a bit of a fun example, but plenty of misunderstanding can occur through poor communication. A real-life example a lot of men struggle with is how to communicate through text. For instance, an email that you think sounds like friendly banter might sound aggressive and sarcastic to the recipient. A high-value man can communicate appropriately, which means reading the room and understanding what is and isn't appropriate within his current environment. A good set of rules to stick by. Avoid banter at the office. Keep it strictly business. Always politely clarify your meaning if misunderstandings occur. Speak clearly and use correct English whenever communicating with someone you don't know all that well. Number 4. Foster healthy relationships. There's nothing more dangerous to a man's state of mind than a toxic relationship. As human beings, we tend to be very impressionable when it comes to other people's emotions. In fact, psychologists has and features study emotion and mimicry. Why and when we mimic emotions suggests that the perception of a specific emotion display leads to the imitation of the display. This can be a problem for any man striving to be the best version of himself. You may be the cheeriest guy on your block, but if you surround yourself with negative people, chances are you will begin to take on some of that negative emotion yourself. The best way to avoid this? Simple. Ensure that all of your relationships are healthy and emotionally beneficial. Understanding how to better yourself through careful consideration of your relationships is the key to becoming a high-value man. Actionable steps to help achieve this understanding could be: ensure that you keep conversations as positive as possible. Engage in relationships that make you feel happy. Don't be afraid to help boost the emotions of others with a positive outlook. Number 5. Gain valuable resources. Earning a ton of money is one solution many men approach when considering how to better yourself all the time. However, money isn't everything, and on its own very rarely brings complete happiness. The minimalists Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus consider money to be part of happiness but not its defining feature. High income or no, we must avoid passivity in favor of active, engaged, deliberate tasks. We must acknowledge our mistakes, make the right direction changing decisions, and then take incremental actions each day. TheMinimalist.com. Gents, they've got the right point. When we consider how to gain valuable resources, we must consider our knowledge a priority for improving ourselves. A man that consistently learns new things is a man that will consistently succeed in new ways. Need to ace an upcoming interview? Do the research and learn about the company. Need a new tire fitted on your car? Research how to fit a new tire yourself and add to your ever-growing skill set. As we say in the Marines, improvise, adapt, and overcome. At the end of the day, it takes a very open-minded man to consider his own downfalls and recognize where he needs to make improvements. However, the fact that you have watched this video all the way to the end shows that you've got the potential to do just that and become a high-value man. That's all for the sharing today. If you like this video, please consider to smash the subscribe button and turn on all the notifications so that you're not gonna miss out any video just like this from this channel. And most importantly, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I would love to read and reply to your comments, and I hope to see you in the next video.